Hi everybody, how you doing? Here I am laying down with my baby. My title, I think my title is really, really important for the simple reason is that, you may be sick, you may be down, you may be tired. But one thing for sure is that those who are dishonest to you and do things to you while you're going through something is one of the biggest sins. I'm lying here and I know that I've been so purely honest and living in my most wholesome life I could live in. And no matter what I'm going through with just cancer, and I think I said that I've got a second tumor and it's in my thyroid, and I get a biopsy next week. People will always know who's telling the truth and who's lying. And it may not be at the moment that they're doing it to you, but later on, things will settle. And I believe lies will be played out. They will be brought forth to that person in one way or another. It could be immediately, or it may take a considerable amount of time for it to surface and for you to be vindicated. And looking at it, it doesn't matter. Somebody could have stolen an idea from you. They could have taken a physical item from you. They may have hurt you at a time that you really needed support. There's many different ways that people can do stuff. And how people will, quite honestly, they'll find it easier to discredit you than stick up for you because they're lazy. That's what happens. I put on my favorite things, my favorite jewelry. And I made a piece of jewelry. Oh, here it is. I thought about my faith and how much I love the Lord. And so this is what I made today. It's a teardrop on a cross, a crystal teardrop. And then the second part of it is First Nations. This represents the house of learning. And what happened to all those children. The reason why I chose to put the cross with the teardrop is I believe that the Lord cries. He definitely cries for you when you make a mistake. Because he doesn't like to see his children, his brothers and sisters, in a bad way. Just as though how I feel. Those who have done something to me. When you grow up in foster care and you see other children being abused, and they may have, those children may have even done something to you, while you're a foster child in the system too, because other children will lie about other children so they don't get in trouble, or so that other child will get in trouble. It's amazing what people will do to other people. But I really truly believe that if you are pure of heart, you'll cry for those who have wronged you. And I do. I really, really do. Because I know that God, Jesus, they know who's honest and who's dishonest. Even though they're not here physically, They are here spiritually. And that's what guides you in your heart and your soul. You know, that's what the 10 Commandments are for. They're to remind us. Once you've been enlightened, you can never go back to the dark. You can never just do a half-truth. You always have to live in the truth and in the light. And that's the beauty of forgiveness, even under just the most horrendous, hideous circumstances. If you can not always have the vindication while you're here on earth, you can still move along and know that that person, those people, that group, whatever, whoever, whatever, you can still move through the light and breathe and be honest where you're coming from. I always used to cry when I used to be in foster care. And this one child, there was my brother and I, and this one boy, he was developmentally challenged, and he just couldn't understand what a rule was, even though it was a hideous thing that these people did to us. I used to cry for him and my brother whenever they did something wrong and they just couldn't get the rule, and the rule was just so bad. If you're somebody who really is living in the light and is being honest, you'll cry for your enemies. You'll feel sad for them. I know it might sound really weird, but you will. Because you know that there's a far more sinister, hideous coming. And I too, even though I may have not done anything to anybody that was, I will have my defects of character brought before me. So I just wanted to say that I had a pretty rough couple of weeks, and I had some very dishonest people around me, and it was extremely painful. Memories went walking out the door, something I kept for so long, and I had to ask my grandmother up in heaven if she'll forgive me and forgive that person. It's just a thing. Nothing in this world can be represented through a materialistic physical thing for what God has for you. His love for you. There is nothing materialistic on this world. Not the best sports car, not the biggest castle of a home, or the most modest, poor ghetto of a place you live in. Nothing represents what God feels for you. It's your soul. Your soul is your blanket to keep you warm, and God is good. He's great. He's wonderful. He's caring. And it hurts, even though that person's hurt you, and they will get the same amount of love that you get, and vice versa. So that's the message I have for you today. Those of us who are experiencing cancer and experiencing wrapping our lives up so we don't leave a burden. Those of us who are alone without family because family has abandoned us. The truth shall set you free no matter where you are, where your health is. The truth will set you free. So I just hope that everybody is feeling some sort of love. But you have to give it. You have to believe and really, really believe in the Lord. Ask God to come into your heart. Ask Jesus to come into your heart. Make amends to those you have hurt. Tell the truth. So bye, everybody. Love you dearly.